how to make your business into an LLC or corporation. Maybe you've started a business, maybe you are existing, maybe you've seen our shorts where we talked about the possibility of moving a business into an LLC or corporation and you need some more details. Well, we're here for you today. It is possible to change the type of entity of a business and even take it from being an unincorporated business to being an entity that is formed and has liability protection, such as an LLC or corporation. You typically do that by transferring the business, an assignment. You'll have contracts, you'll have agreements, you'll have assets. What you want to do generally is be very careful about setting up a good new entity that reflects the ownership of your company, has the types of provisions we've talked about here if you have multiple owners. There's buy-sell agreements, potentially rights of first refusal, other things like that. Build a good, solid container, an LLC or a corporation generally. And then you want contracts between the old operations and the new operations. It could just be an outright contribution where the prior owner, the individual, gives the assets to the corporation or the LLC, perhaps in exchange for ownership interest. That's one possible way to do this. Another way is to do a purchase, a buyout. A lot of different ways to structure it. Some of that's going to depend on your particular circumstances, history of the company, etc. But what you want to do is get those assets moved into the name of that LLC or corporation. Then you need to do the types of things we've talked about. We've talked about veil piercing here on the channel. We've talked about protecting your assets. What you want to do at that point is once the assets are within the LLC or corporation, you want to run it as a good, solid business separate from its owners so that you can start to build that liability firewall that we've talked about. So it's a step-by-step process. It's very possible to restructure the business through different avenues. And you can even change from an LLC to a corporation, corporation to LLC. Sometimes people do that as circumstances changes. These are all possible. They just need to be done correctly. Get some good advice. Talk to an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction and say, how do we get this done the right way? Hope that's helpful to you. Would love your comments and questions below. But remember that comments and questions on a channel like this are not confidential. Don't put anything down there you don't want other people seeing. And I hope you subscribe to the channel so we can see each other again in the future. Thanks for tuning in.